When I've mentioned that so-called virginity testing is still taking place to honourable members and to my constituents, their reaction has universally been the same. How? How is this medieval practice still taking place in modern Britain? It was brought to my attention by a superb recent piece of work by BBC Newsbeat, which uncovered the fact that this is still taking place across the country and has been picked up more recently by The Sun, Sunday Express and Northern Echo. These conversations usually move swiftly on to asking how it's been permitted that this has continued as a practice all this time, especially when the World Health Organization want to see it banned and the United Nations want to see it banned. President Macron and the French government are also moving in this direction. And although the President of the Republic and I, along with many members of this House, may disagree on some things, it's clear that on this is just another issue that highlights a common cause with our friends in Europe, that we agree on and that we should work together on for the betterment of the world. The United Kingdom has an enviable record in supporting programmes to support women and girls worldwide, especially in education, supported by former Prime Minister David Cameron and my right honourable friend, the member for Maidenhead, when she was in that post, Lord Haig as Foreign Secretary, as well as the Prime Minister when he was in that role, and the current incumbent. There's also a huge amount of work done in this area by my friend Baroness Sugg, who's recently left her post. And this work has also been recently been reaffirmed by the Prime Minister and his support of education of women and girls worldwide. How then, Madam Deputy Speaker, are we in a position where virginity testing is still taking place in the UK, when Britain has clearly shown a strong lead on other issues internationally, like on female genital mutilation? And I pay tribute to Nimco Ali and others for their work in this area. I suppose there are two questions that need to be answered. Firstly, does so-called virginity testing have any basis in science at all? And secondly, if it does, do we even want it? On the first question, the World Health Organization is very clear. As shown in a systematic review on virginity testing, the examination has no scientific merit nor clinical indication. It could not be clearer. There is no scientific evidence at all, and at a cost of between £150 and £300, according to the BBC investigation, revealing the 21 clinics still doing them in this country, this should be banned on the basis of fraud alone. But there is a second bigger question about what it says about us as a society if we allow this practice to continue. What does it say about our attitude towards what is acceptable to women? Women aren't objects to be examined, tested and selected by men. And crucially, there is an impact on these tests on those affected. Reading from the United Nations WHO report, there are immediate and long-term consequences that are detrimental to physical, psychological and social well-being. This harmful practice of virginity testing is a social, cultural and political issue, and its examination will require a comprehensive societal response supported by the public health community and health professionals. And I was delighted yesterday to receive an email from some of those public health professionals in the UK, from two nurses who work in sexual health and specialist sexual violence work. And they are working with the Royal College of Nursing to push for this change as well. And it's not just the fact, but it's not just about the impact this has on individual people. It's also about the impact this has on us and what it says about us as a society. It further according to the WHO report again, it further reinforces socio-cultural norms that perpetuate women's inequality, including stereotype views of female morality and sexuality, and serves to exercise control over women and girls. It goes on to say that virginity testing violates well-established human rights, such as the right to be protected from discrimination on the basis of sex, because it always happens to women, the right to life, liberty and security of person, including personal integrity, and the right to attain standards of health and the rights of the child, because this is often happens to children and young women. This pseudo-scientific practice is also clearly linked to forced marriages and so-called honour killings. I'm not quite sure what is honourable about killing your own children, and it should just be called murdering of young people, but I'm digressing there. It's quite clearly a practice that needs to end. Ending this practice is our duty to women in this country, and is our duty if we are to continue to show leadership globally on this issue. Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker.
The question is that the honourable member have leave to bring in the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Who will prepare and bring in the bill?
Maria Miller, Nusrat Ghani, Meg Hillier, Sarah Champion, Sarah Brickcliffe, Nicola Richards, Faye Jones, Siobhan Bally, Joey Morrissey, Deanna Davidson, Jeremy Hunt and myself, Madam Deputy Speaker.
Richard.